Opportunities are like sunrises. If you wait too long, you miss them. Good morning, everyone. Anyway, welcome back to my online class. Today, we are going to learn about present perfect. If some of you still confuse the usage of these tenses, so let's discuss it together. Present perfect. Present perfect is used to express the idea that something happened before now at unspecified time in the past. The exact time it happened is not important. Jadi present perfect di sini digunakan untuk mengungkapkan bahwa sesuatu terjadi sebelum sekarang pada waktu tertentu di masa lalu. Jadi waktu yang terjadi tidak penting. Before we start discussing about present perfect, I'd like to tell you about irregular verbs and regular verbs. Irregular verbs atau kata kerja tidak beraturan, where the simple form, past form, and past participle are different. As you can see here, the simple form of drink, the past tense is drank, and the past participle is drunk, and so on. So they have different form from simple form, past tense, and past participle. And then regular verbs atau kata kerja beraturan. Kata kerja beraturan di sini biasa kita menambahkan ed in the end of the sentence. Biasa kita menambahkan ed di belakang kata kerja. Baik itu simple past or past participle. As you can see here, work become work, work. So we just add ed in the end of the verb here. The form of present perfect. So the pattern here we can use have or has, which followed by past participle. For example, I have finished my work. B. The students have finished chapter 5. C. Jim has eaten lunch. D. We use contraction here, so we can contract with I've or you've, they've eaten lunch. E. She's or he's eaten lunch. F. It's been cool for the last 3 days. So the basic form of present perfect is have or has, which followed by past participle or verb 3. Have is commonly used by the subject I, you, we, they, or plural noun, for example, like students. Has is used by the subject he, she, it, or third person singular, for example, like Jim. So have is contracted to apostrophe plus if and has to apostrophe plus s. Look at the contraction below. So I have, you can say this one in contraction I've. You have, you've. They have, they've. We have, we've. She has, she's. He has, his. And it has, its. And in negative form of present perfect, we use have or has, which followed by not and past participle. So have not, we can contract here, become haven't. Has not in contraction is hasn't. For example, I have not, or you may say I haven't finished my work. Anna has not or hasn't eaten lunch. So in this sentence, you make contraction with haven't or hasn't, for have not or has not. And interrogative sentence, we use have or has plus subject plus past participle. So have has precede the subject. Jadi have sama has mendahului subjek and still using past participle or kata kerja bentuk ketiga. For example, have you already finished your work? J, has Jim finished his work? K, have they eaten lunch? So in the question, the helping verb or have or has preceded the subject. Jadi dalam kalimat tanya, have sama has mendahului subjek. The present perfect expresses activities or situations that occur before now at unspecified time in the past. The exact time it happened is not important. If there is a specific mention of time, the simple past is used here. Jadi present perfect digunakan untuk mengungkapkan aktivitas situasi yang terjadi sebelum sekarang pada waktu tertentu di masa lampau. Keterangan waktu yang terjadi tidak penting. Jika ada keterangan waktu di sini, maka simple past yang digunakan. For example, Jim has already eaten lunch. I have never eaten there. Anna hasn't eaten lunch yet. Present perfect also can be used to express the repetition of an activity before now. The exact time of each repetition is not important. Jadi present perfect di sini juga bisa digunakan untuk mengungkapkan aktivitas yang berulang-ulang sebelum sekarang. Seperti contoh, for example, I have flown on an airplane many times. She has visited that restaurant 3 times. So when the present perfect is used with since or for, it expresses the situation that began in the past and continues to the present. Jadi ketika present perfect digunakan dengan since atau for, biasa digunakan untuk mengungkapkan situasi yang terjadi di masa lampau, tapi masih berlanjut di masa sekarang. For example, since is commonly used for a particular time and for a duration of time. For example, Erika has lived in Denpasar since 1986. I have known Yuni for 5 years. So when we use the present perfect, there is always connection with now. The action in the past has result now. Jadi ketika kita menggunakan present perfect, maka selalu ada hubungnya dengan sekarang. Jadi action yang terjadi di masa lampau tapi hasilnya adalah di masa sekarang. For example, what is your key? I don't know. I've lost it. Or I haven't got it now. Is Delphi here? No. She has gone out. She's out now. He told me his name, but I've forgotten it. So I can't remember it now. So that is our discussion about present perfect today. So before I end this, so let me clarify. Jadi present perfect di sini digunakan untuk menunjukkan antara masa kini dan masa lalu. Yang waktu tindakan atau kejadiannya adalah sebelum sekarang, tetapi waktunya tidak spesifik. Jadi rumusnya di sini yang kita gunakan adalah have or has yang diikuti oleh kata kerja bentuk ketiga atau kita sebut dengan past participle. So that's it. If you have any question about this topic, so you may write your comment below. Thank you, and I will see you next class, and goodbye.